Good morning, students. This is A. Manoj Kumar, working in Oxford High School, Pugunduru. Welcome to social class. Now I'm going to start a new lesson, that is Climate of India, that is fourth chapter. Up to now, how many lessons we completed? First lesson, second lesson, third lesson, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. Then fourth lesson, I'm going to start Climate of India. If you open Climate of India in your textbook, then one box item given in your textbook. In that box item, what he written? Yes, intermittent showers in Hyderabad have bewildered meteorological experts, surprised meteorological experts. Even climate officials are unable to predict the weather or climate. Nowadays, you say, is it possible to predict the weather conditions? How weather behaves, it is very difficult to predict. Why, sir, you are saying like that? Yes, suppose if we expect the rain, then it won't come. All of a sudden, it will come. Okay, before onset of monsoons, then monsoons won't come. Onset means starting of monsoon season. Then offset means then these monsoons will go later part of time. These things are not at all predicted by the meteorological department or climate change officials. They are surprising by watching these kind of weather conditions. So these kind of conditions they have been noticed for the past 2 years. For the past 2 years, weather conditions are behaving in a peculiar way. Conditions are changing rapidly. Reasons we know, we have different reasons regarding that. Deforestation, then people are constructing the houses in the places of forests, in the places of mines. Then due to the environmental imbalances, such kind of things are taking place. Even in the especially Himalayan region, Arctic region, snow is melting heavily. Automatically, temperatures are rising heavily. Okay, na? Different reasons are there. That's why these weather conditions are changing year by year rapidly. Even those officials, meteorological department, climate change officials, they are unable to predict the weather conditions properly. Isn't it or not? Tell me. So if you watch the TV, what they will say, today onwards rains will fall. Like that they will say. So rains won't come. So then next day what they will say, today condition is very dry. There is no possibility for showers. Then immediately showers will fall. Such a conditions nowadays we are observing, isn't it or not? So is it these conditions are predictable? Weather conditions are predictable? No. Okay. So in your textbook, box item, that one given. Regarding Ongole, one paragraph given. So in Ongole, 1 month, especially one day, heavy rainfall registered. So all the ponds and canals filled by the water in Ongole. Okay, na? Like that, that word also mentioned. Okay, see, come to our climate of India. So first we have to learn the definitions of climate and weather. So first I will say, so if you see this term climate and weather, what you will feel, sir, is there any difference between climate and weather? What we are observing, what we are noticed, we are thinking climate and weather both are same terminologies are like that. You will okay imagine. Okay, isn't it or not? But actually, climate is different, weather is different. Okay, every day in television, what you will listen, weather report or climate report. Every day they will give weather reports. In the news, we will observing, we are noticing the weather reports day by day. Based on the weather report, after 2 years, after 3 years, Then over 30 years, they will find out the climatic conditions of a place. Isn't it or not? So, first of all, we will see the definitions. The state of atmospheric conditions over an area at a particular time refers to weather. This is very, very important. So, first of all, I am explaining weather definition. Which definition? Weather definition. The state of atmospheric pressure over an area at a particular time is refers to weather. Okay, the state of atmospheric conditions. The state of atmospheric conditions over an area at a particular time refers to weather. You have clarity. Okay, so the state of atmospheric conditions over an area, over little area, okay, over an area at a particular time refers to weather. Okay, so these weather conditions fluctuate very often. Fluctuate means change. Fluctuate means change. These weather conditions change very often in a short span of time. That is short span of time in the sense a day, then 2 days, 3 days. That is short span of time. So this is about weather. I think you have clarity in the weather. Then climate refers to such conditions over large area over many years, that is called climate. Climate refers to such conditions over large area and follows similar general pattern over many years, over 30 years or more gives us the climate. Okay, so what I told you, the state of atmospheric conditions, the state of atmospheric conditions over an area at a particular time refers to weather. The state of atmospheric conditions over large area for many years following the similar general patterns, that is over the 30 years, that indicates climate. Once again I am saying climate refers to such conditions over a large area and follows a similar general pattern over many years, over 30 years. Many years in the sense generally they are taking 30 years, more gives us 30 years or more gives us climate. Okay, so this is about climate. Now I explained you weather definition, afterwards climate definition. These definitions are very important in examination point of view. Tell me yourself climate definition. Yes, climate refers to the weather conditions over a large area at a not particular time, a large time. If we wanted to talk in general terms, so climate refers to such conditions over large area and follows similar general patterns over many years. Okay, over 30 years, many years in the sense 30 years or more gives us climate report. Okay, then there are variations from year to year. So if you observe this one, we are observing the variations in this pattern. On the basis of these generalized conditions, the year is divided into seasons. Okay, by observing these conditions, the year is divided into seasons. Okay, now we have three main seasons. What are they? Rainy season, summer season, winter season. How they distinguished these seasons? So, on the basis of these generalized conditions, they observed many years these generalized conditions. Afterwards, they divided it into seasons. Okay, na? Then see the elements of weather and climate. This is very, very important. The elements of weather and climate: temperature, atmospheric pressure, precipitation, then wind and humidity. These are the elements. Elements means main components. The elements of weather and climate are temperature, atmospheric pressure, precipitation, wind and humidity. So the pattern of these can be shown using pictures called climograph or climatographs. Very, very important. Remember that one. The pattern of these can be shown using pictures. This is called climographs or climatographs. I drawn picture also. I will explain you. Here, definition very important. Climograph show average monthly values of maximum temperature, minimum temperature, and rainfall for a given place. Very, very important. Remember this one. Climograph shows average monthly values of maximum temperature, minimum temperature, and rainfall for a given place. For a given place. So this is climograph image. In your textbook clearly given four images given, four climatographs. Okay, so pictures given in your textbook. One is Delhi, second one is Leh, third one is Jaipur, fourth one is Chennai. Four climatographs information given in your textbook. Once you go through, so here month given YOX, y axis, O axis, X axis. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, up to December information given. So these bars showing the rainfall report. Rainfall generally we are measuring in millimeters. Temperatures we are measuring in degrees. Yes, you have a clarity. If you observe these bars, then June little bit rainfall okay is more when compared to January, February, March, April. Okay na May. Then June, so rain that means rainy season will start. July highest rainfall registered. August also highest rainfall registered. So if you see this one, this is mean maximum temperature. If you open your textbook with the red mark, it is showing that is mean maximum temperature, mean minimum temperature. Mean maximum temperature, mean minimum temperature. So if you take the scale and keep your scale here, then you are able to find which month the temperatures are very high. For example, if you see here, okay, temperatures are very high in the June month. May, June, we have highest temperatures in India, isn't it or not? So you are able to identify very easily these temperatures by using the scales. Okay, now 40 degrees, 45 degrees. This is rainfall report. 50 millimeters, 100 millimeters, 150 millimeters, 200 millimeters, 250 millimeters. This side temperatures data also given 0, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, like that temperatures data also given once you go through. In this session, what I explained about climate definition. First of all, weather definition, the state of atmospheric conditions over particular area. Okay, na? So, the state of atmospheric conditions over an area at a particular time refers to weather. So, climate refers to such conditions over a large area and follows a similar general pattern, that is called climate. Then climatograph shows average monthly values of maximum temperature, minimum temperature, and rainfall for a given place. Then this climatograph picture also I explained. Tell me the elements of weather and climate. Just now I explained you. Yes, temperature, atmospheric pressure, then precipitation, then condensation. Okay, these are the elements, that means main components in weather and climate. Okay na? So if factors influencing climate and weather, this is very, very important. So if you observe some areas in the sense which areas very near to the equator, in that areas registering high temperatures. If you far away from the equator region, if you reach the then polar region, their temperatures are very less. Such a way, if you go different places, if you visit different places, we are able to find different kind of temperatures. Why we are observing such a conditions, such a temperature variations? Reasons we know. especially the areas which receives high insolation, the heat coming from the sun, that is called insolation, then normally in that places temperatures are very high. Okay, now the places far away from the sun, their automatically temperatures are very less. Here see, it is observed that for some places, for example Chennai, there is not much difference in the temperature across months. If you go and stay in Chennai 1 year, we are unable to find much variations. Okay, now so we are able to find there is no variations among the months in terms of temperature. Understood? I think so. Almost all 12 months, similar kind of temperatures existed in Chennai. Why, sir? In all months, most probably similar kind of temperatures are registering in Chennai. I will tell you. Okay, now the reason also I will tell you afterwards. Then, if you go far away from, that means Chennai, inland area, Madhya Pradesh, temperatures, extreme temperatures we are able to observe. Extreme temperatures means what, sir? So if temperatures are very high in the morning time, and so eventually very low in the evening time, night time, that is called extreme temperatures. Morning highest temperatures are registering in inland India. Inland India means Madhya Pradesh, okay, na, like that, Uttarakhand. So in that places, automatically temperatures are very high in the morning time, temperatures are drastically dropping in the night time. That variation is called extreme climate, extreme temperatures. Okay, na? Then such conditions is not prevailed in the coastal regions. See, some places, Delhi also inland area, have wide differences in temperatures across the months. Okay, na? Then especially in the winter months in Delhi, then low temperatures are registering. Summer high temperatures are registering. But in Chennai, in winter and summer, similar kind of temperatures are very little variation we are observing in Chennai in terms of temperature. Then the northern portion is bounded by Himalayas. If you see northern India bounded by Himalayas, whereas southern peninsula is surrounded by sea. Isn't it or not? The states which are very near to the sea or else surrounded by sea, there throughout the year similar temperatures are registering. The places which are far from the sea area, so there much variation we are observing. That means in winter, so lowest temperatures are registering, in summer highest temperatures are registering. So just now I told you, some places far away from the coast, they are inland. So these places, these states are called inland states. Some places are at high altitude. High altitude means high. Okay, na, high in the height. Okay, na? So height, altitude means height. At high height, whereas others are on the plains. If you observe, if you go highest area, temperatures drops. We know that one. So that Kodaikanal, so Kulu, Manali, those places are located in high altitude areas. So that automatically temperatures are very less. Himalayas also so existed in high altitude area, so that temperatures are very less. Then the factors that affect climate are called climatic controls. Very, very important from here. The factors that affect the climate are called climatic controls. These include means climatic controls include latitude, land water relationship, relief, upper air circulation. Okay, na? So with the diagram I will tell you. So I will draw India map. Okay. This is southern part of India. This is middle part of India. Just now I told you inland India. So here some states are existed. Here means here in this part. This is sea. Arabian Sea. This is Bay of Bengal. So here some states are existed. Here temperatures are similar in throughout the year. Here extreme temperatures registering. This is inland India. Okay now. So we are talking about climatic controls. So these include latitudes. So these horizontal lines are called latitudes. These horizontal lines are called latitudes. These latitudes impacting the temperatures. Okay na? So how are these latitudes impacting the temperatures? For example, so 8 degrees 4 inches. India southern part located in which latitude? 8 degrees 4 inches. If you go down, then 0 degrees latitude will come. Automatically, this 8 degrees 4 inches, especially southern India, very near to the equatorial region. Automatically here temperatures are high, isn't it or not? So if you go furtherly in this latitude, if you reach this latitude area, temperatures less. That means latitudes decides the temperature. Okay, now temperature depending upon the latitude. In high altitude latitude area, temperatures are less. In low latitude area, temperatures are high. This is low latitude. Okay, na? This is high latitudes. Low latitude area, temperatures are high. High latitude area, temperatures are less. Understood, I think so. Then latitudes impacting the temperatures. Are you agree? Then land water relationship. So if you see India, this is water. That means sea surrounded India. India is a peninsula. This water impacting this area, coastal areas. Isn't it or not? That factor influencing that means land water factor influencing the climatic conditions here, temperatures here. Okay, then relief. So if you see India, in some areas mountains are existed, in some areas plain area is there. Okay, na? Plain area is existed. In some areas desert is existed. In some areas other. Okay, na? Then so then this is Deccan Plateau is existed. Such a way, different kind of relief we are observing. This relief also decides the temperatures. That is also influencing the temperature. Relief also influencing the temperature. What is relief? Tell me. Plains, plateaus, mountains, rivers, all together we can say this is relief. For example, if your area is very near to the water bodies, then automatically you have less temperatures. Then water bridges, the bridges come out from the water, then so that bridges cools your area. Okay, then upper air circulation. So upper air circulation in the sense above your atmosphere some air is flowing. Okay, that is upper air, some air is circulating, that is called upper air circulation. That upper air circulation also sometimes decreases the temperature, sometimes increases the temperature. Okay, na? So regarding that clear cut clarity I will give. First one, latitude or else distance from the equator. Okay, na? We are discussing about factors affecting the climate. Which factors affecting the climate? Latitude, land water relationship, relief, upper air circulation. Examination point of view, this is very important. First one, latitudes or distance from the equator. Latitudes or else distance from the equator. 0 degrees latitude is called as equator. See, the average temperatures for the year drop as you go further away from the equator, isn't it or not? If you move from the equatorial region to high altitude area, automatically temperature decreases, isn't it or not? Okay, that we divide the regions on Earth as tropical zone as well as polar zone. In tropical zone existed very near to the equator, isn't it or not? For example, so I will draw. This is 0 degrees latitude equator. This is 23 and a half north latitude, 66 and a half north latitude. This is north pole, this is south pole. Okay, this is 23 and a half south latitude, this is 66 and a half south latitude. So 23 and a half north latitude, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. So this is Arctic Circle, this is Antarctic Circle. So the area located between the tropics, that means between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, this is called tropical regions. Okay, na? Here automatically temperatures are very high, isn't it or not? That's what I written. We divided the regions on the Earth, tropics as those close to the equator. These tropics are very close to the equator, isn't it or not? This is the tropical area which is very close to the equator. So as those close to the poles, this area is very close to the poles. Here temperatures are different, here temperatures are different. Here high temperatures, here low temperatures are registering. Okay, now so intensity of the temperature depends upon the latitude. If your area is located in low latitude area, temperatures are very high. Your area is located high latitude area, temperature is very less. Okay, the temperature of the atmosphere at a particular place near to the earth surface depends on the insolation. Okay, now if an area receiving high heat, temperatures are very high, that is nothing but insolation. Insolation in the sense the heat coming from the sun, that is called insolation. As we move away from the equator towards the poles, automatically temperature decreases. This is all about latitude or else the distance from the equator. Understood? I think so. Regarding latitude. Okay, na? So these are all climatic controls: latitude, land water relationship, relief, upper air circulation. Okay, na?